Gets out of here, bombs away, Austin Wells.
Now goes the 0-2.
And Wells skies it high in the air towards right field. Out goes Sykes. He just gives that one a look. And he drives it high in the air, deep to straightaway center field. Eden runs back, looks up at the wall, bombs away! It's a record-breaking home run for Austin Wells.
Back in Somerset after last season, winning the championship with this team, returning. How are the overall vibes? How do they compare to last year, a team that had so much success on and off the field?
Yeah, last year was amazing. It's good to be back. I think, this team has the potential to be great too. So, every new team is going to have a little bit of a different environment, a different flow. And I think that's what the season's for, to find who we are as a team and our identity. And, that's what these early games are really for. And I think getting to get here during the beginning of the year, only missing a couple weeks, I think that was important. So, we're going through this year, the beginning of this year, finding our groove, and I have no doubt we'll be able to repeat come playoffs.
For you, starting the year on the injured list, working your way back, that rehab process is always tough, especially missing the beginning of the season and a year that you could have competed at big league camp as well. How did you necessarily persevere through that? Did you learn anything about yourself during that rehab process?
Yeah, it's always tough missing time when you want to be out there showing what you can do. And, missing spring training was a bummer, but learning from last year from missing time, I think it made this process a lot easier for me. Staying ready until I was ready to, really ready to hit the ground running with once I was all healed up. So, just staying in the game mindset like I was really playing the whole time, that helped me, pass the days until I was able to really go full go.
You've had a lot of success since coming off the injured list, especially the last 2 games, success driving the ball over the fences. What's been the key to picking up right back where you left off?
I think just the preparation that, me and the coaching staff has been able to put into, the game planning for the pitcher. I feel like after missing time, stepping right in, it wasn't too much of a gap. So they did a really good job with getting me ready for the season, and I feel like I've just been able to hit the ground running here in Somerset.
I want to go back to last season. Just how special was that, especially for you off the field? I mentioned the success. You're living at the Volpe household with a bunch of teammates. You guys were such a special group. When you reflect back on last season in whole, what do you think about?
Yeah, it was an amazing year. I think as a whole group and organization, the Yankees put on a great performance and a great display of what we are as a team. I think we led the team, or the AA in team ERA, and we've led the AA league in almost every hitting category, I feel like. So, last year was a great display of what the Yankees are about, and, it ended with the highest note possible, winning the championship. It was a really special year for the organization and for myself. So, have no complaints or regrets or anything.
How much did that teach you about the fact that off-the-field camaraderie translates into on-field success?
Yeah, it definitely does. Us living together, living close by to all the teammates, getting to hang out after games, go eat after games, on the off day play golf, we're around each other all the time, so being close is very, very important. And, I think that's what makes teams great, just having that closeness on and off the field. And, I think we're always very close with everything that we do, so I think that's why we've been a consistently great team.
And you're still staying at the Volpe's house this year, is that?
So I was for a little bit till they got us all situated in the apartments. So, it was good to be back there for a little bit and see the Volpe's. They're always great with me, so, they're the best.
For someone who's never ever seen you play before and they're coming to the ballpark, what would you tell them? What can you expect from Austin Wells?
Hopefully a lot of excitement. Hopefully I bring a lot of energy to the game. So whether it's with my bat or behind the plate, I think they're going to have a very entertaining game, regardless of what the results are.
I want to talk about behind the plate a little bit because you've been questioned as a catcher for a lot of your career. Do you like playing with that fire behind you?
Yeah, I think it's great. I think no matter what you do, you're going to have someone who isn't going to believe in what you do. So I think it's good to use that as motivation to be better every day. I think being a catcher is a great goal for me, and it's what I've done my whole career. So I'm going to continue to stick to that and do it my best.
Do you ever get sick of the questions, or does it make you, happy in a sense because you pride yourself so much in wanting to have success?
Yeah, I feel like I got to be doing something right if they're continuing to talk about it. So, there's always good and bad. So the questions can keep coming. That means that people are talking about me. So that's all you can ask for.
When you look at the prospect status, do you feel pressure at all in that sense?
No, I don't. I think going out there and playing every day, it's hard enough as it is. So putting any external pressure on yourself is only going to make it harder. So I just try to go out there and, do my thing.
As a catcher, you're also working with a very talented group of young pitchers. I mean, the entire starting rotation in Somerset at the beginning of last year, more than half of them are in the big leagues at the moment. How special has that been working with this group of young stars, especially at the beginning of the year here in Somerset?
Yeah, I mean, like I said earlier, our organization is, top of the line when it comes to developing pitchers, and we have a great staff, top to bottom, bullpen to starters. So being able to be behind the plate for them, or even just being in the dugout when they're throwing, and being able to be a part of the interactions that they have with whoever's catching that night, it helps me tremendously become just more comfortable catching guys with nasty stuff and who are willing to compete every single day.
Talking about your development a little bit, switching over to that side, what do you feel you're working on lately, and what do you want to do as of late to push you up to the next level?
On the defensive side of things, I'm continuing to work on being the best receiver, blocker, and thrower that I can be. Cutting down my throw times to second, keeping the ball in front of me and not letting guys advance. I think that's really been my focus since coming back. And offensively, just continuing to do what I've been doing. Not trying to get myself out too many times, and sticking to my approach.
In your time with the Yankees, has there been, whether that be a veteran player or a coach, who you feel you've learned the most from?
I've been lucky. I've had a lot of really great interactions with players and coaches. One of the coaches that I've been able to work with, Aaron Bossy, I got to work with him. This is my third year now with him. He's been a tremendous help pushing me to be a better catcher every single day. So, whether it's we're watching video or, doing defense out here early before the game, he's always there for whatever I need. And he's been a very big help to, continuing to push me in the right direction.
Over the past couple of years, you've had so much success. You've persevered through injuries or climbing up the Yankee system. When you reflect on your time with the Yankees so far, do you feel there's one lesson you've taken away?
I think in general, just a lesson is just, things happen that you can't control, and that's the beauty of baseball is you just got to be ready for anything, stay on your toes, and, at any time you can get called up, something can happen, and, I think being able to play for the Yankees is one of the best things you can have in any of the sports world. So, feeling like I'm pretty close to being on the big team up there and having the opportunity to play every day here is very special. And that's just the one thing I could definitely take away from being these last 3 years here.
How do you stay in that spot mentally? What's the key to, staying there, not getting complacent, staying on that path?
Yeah, I mean, you just take it day by day. If you try to get too far ahead of yourselves or, look too far in the past, you can really, get yourself in a spiral of thoughts. Why am I not here? Why am I not moving around? If you treat every day, I try to treat every day like I'm already there. So whenever it does happen, it's nothing new. It's just a different location of where I'm playing. So being able to just stay consistent mentally is definitely just the key every single day.
All right, Austin, thank you so much for joining us. Best of luck the rest of the way.
Thanks, Eli.